nítorí Ọlọ́run ṣọ́yàn náà lẹ mú tó báyìí ẹ ṣàánú ajé ọ̀nkú èskelebe tí ó lè bèbè ẹ kálẹ̀ o èskelebe tí ó lè bèbè. Ẹ bá wa share tó bá lè join kó join ni wa o. Ẹ join ni wa o. Èskelebe tí ó lé bèbè ọmọlẹ́wà ẹ kálẹ̀ o. Ẹ kálẹ̀ o, ẹ mọ̀ bọ̀ ẹ join mi fa. Lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí náà ni àwọn alágbára máa ń mèrò bàbá ọ̀lẹ. Ẹ join. Ó máa ta sánsán, ìgò ta sánsán. Ẹ kálẹ̀ o gbogbo ilé. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń lọ sẹ́yìn náà ti gbọ́. Lórí Wasiu Ayinde tó fẹ́ já mọ́ play lẹ́nu. Ìgò ta sánsán. God bless you. Share. Ẹ máa wọlé bọ̀. Owó ni mò ń kó, ọlá ni mò ń kó, ayọ̀ ni mò ń kó, mọ́mí ké tó proper. Àwọn màmọ́ nìyẹn, àwọn ọmọ sí mi abiyamọ abọ̀já tó long. Ẹ kálẹ̀ mà. Share. Join me. Invite your friends. Wasiu Ayinde eléyìí tó ṣe yìí àwọn kan wà tí ẹlẹ́dàá wọn tí ò gbà bọ̀dé o. Torí iṣẹ́ tó máa ń ṣe nìyẹn, wọ́n ní iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe nìyẹn. Wọ́n ní kó lọ ṣe àwòrò wá kán bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ kó lè lò ó lè. Àwọn ògo kan wà tó máa ha ẹ lẹ́yìn. Àá fẹ́ fi ẹ́ pa ni. Wàláì tàláì. Ìwọ báwo? Bóyá lo mọ̀ pé you don't tell ní gbogbo àgbáyé. Yes, you don't tell. Alátẹ̀tẹ̀ ń sìn, you don't tell. Mo kí gbogbo wa o, ẹ kálẹ̀ o, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Ẹ bá mi share, ẹ bá mi join. Oríṣiríṣi orin ló ti ń jáde. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ gbọ́ ti ìtí ọmọ rápá látọ̀ síbẹ̀ tó gbé wá fún wọn. Ó ní pé kán lọ dákú wọn kú tó bá fẹ́ kú. Àwọn tèmi ní Belgium nìyẹn. Jẹ́jẹ́ láyé gbà mọ̀mọ́. ọmọ ọba o, ọmọ bàbá mi o, kí ti gbé o.
Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Dàgbò ẹkú má fi tọ́ mi lọ́rùn. Dàgbò ẹkú má fi tọ́ mi lọ́rùn. Ọ̀tọ̀ níléyá, ọ̀tọ̀ níléyá. Tó bá fẹ́ ṣe léyá, ṣe léyá lọ. Tó bá fẹ́ ṣe léyá, ṣe léyá lọ. Má ṣe léyá mọ́ léyá. Bàbá mi ló sọ pé kí máa kọrin nìṣó.
Wọ́n ní kẹ́ ẹ lọ dákú ikú Mr. Wasiu Ayinde ajọ́ngọ́lọ̀ tí ò nírònú. Ẹ káalẹ́ jàre ẹ̀yin bàbá mi ẹ̀yin ìyá mi. Nǹkan ń ṣẹlẹ̀ o ní dúníà. Nǹkan ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní dúníà. Mo kí gbogbo wa ẹ káalẹ́ kú dédé wòye ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ẹ̀yin bàbá mi. Ṣàlàáfíà ni mo bá gbogbo yín pátápátá. Lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí náà ni. Ọ̀rọ̀ Alhaji Wasiu Ayinde. Ṣàlàjì la máa pè ní àbí olúwo la máa pè ní. Aláṣẹ ẹ máa o àrò olóyè. Oríyọmí aláṣẹ àbí aláṣẹ whatever. Ijó yìí pọ̀ èmi náà ti bá wọn. Ẹ káalẹ́ ẹ̀yin tèmi. Ẹ̀yin abiyamọ agbọ̀jà gbọ̀rọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀yin dádì mi tó ní flavour nù ẹ̀yin gbogbo yín pátápátá ni mo kí láti òdì kejì ń bí. Orúkọ tèmi ni Olúwatóyìn Ọbátọ́lá Darlington. Tí gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ sí ọlọ́mọ plenty àyẹ̀ká fi lédè evangelist sí oníwèé ìròyìn la gbé wá. Mo gbọ́ nípa Nàìjíríà wípé nǹkan kan ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Alhaji Wasiu pé wọ́n ń tamúrégé jìgá tamúrégé jìgá. Èní ní ọjọ́ 9 oṣù kẹjọ ọdún 2025 and the time here is 8:13 Central European Time. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mi ò sí nílùú mi, ìlú bòmí ni mo wà báyìí tí mo ṣe kíni tí mo ti wá ń flẹ́ńjọ. Ọmọ tó bá ṣiṣẹ́ déédéé ó yẹ kó lásìkò ìgbádùn ìgbà tí ó fi jà kí káwọn lọ́wọ́ lọ bọ́ sí iwájú pléènì o ká sọ pé a fẹ́ bùgà a fẹ́ show color. Wo wọ́n ti rá ẹ mọ́lẹ̀ o ti rírú ẹ̀ rí. Ọmọ lápálátọ̀ síbẹ̀ ó yá tún fún wa lẹ́yọ̀ kan sí. Ọ̀tọ̀ níléyá o ọ̀tọ̀ lẹ́lẹ́yà.
Ṣe léyà lọ tó bá fẹ́ ṣe léyà ṣe léyà lọ má ṣe léyà mọ́ léyà. Bàbá mi ló sọ pé kí máa kọrin nìṣó torí pé mo lóyin lóhùn.
Mo like òbésèrè ọmọ rápálátọ̀ síbẹ̀. Àwọn kan wà tọ́mọ yẹ pé wọ́n máa ń sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹnìkan tí mo ṣe ń retí pé kó jù sílẹ̀ lọ́mọ mi òkìkí kò dẹ̀ tí ì jù sílẹ̀. Ìyẹn Ṣàṣù kò tí ì jù sílẹ̀. Mi ò dẹ̀ tí ì gbọ́ ti kí ló ti ń pè èèyàn dáadáa ẹni iyì ẹni ẹ̀yẹ ẹni tí mo like. Ẹ wo àwọn kúngbà tí wọ́n gba kínní wọn yóò tán. Ẹ wo eskele bèbè tí ò lé bèbè wọ́n ti gbà yó wọ́n ti gba kínní wọn wọ́n bẹ̀ yẹn yé ébà. Irọ́ ló ń pa ń bẹ̀ yẹn o. Ṣẹ̀ráyé ẹsẹ̀ ń tàsé lẹ̀. Òun ọmọ apènìyàn ìwọ lè dá nìkan pànìyàn. Ibi tí mo ti ń fura sí níjọ́ tí mo kọ́kọ́ rí fídíò yìí mo ní ọwọ́ ti bá Wasiu finally ó ti fi ọwọ́ ara ẹ̀ ṣe rẹ̀ finally ṣe rí ẹni tó bá rò pé kò sí ènìyàn mìíràn àfohùn nìkan ẹ bá mi sọ fún pé àṣírí ni olùṣọ́ mi hallelujah my daddy dearest hallelujah sir agbára ló máa ń pa lágbára agbára ti pa alágbára ẹ̀ ṣé mọ̀ pé òun ló ṣèkà fún Bàrúsátì aláàjì àgbà ẹni ọlá ẹni yẹ ẹni ẹ̀yẹ ẹni tí ó jẹ́ pé kò kí fojú kéré ẹnì kankan nínú olórin bàbá òun ló fún Barrister Wasiu ló fún Barrister léèwọ̀ jẹ àsìkò tiẹ̀ náà ti wá tó báyìí kó yá jókòó tí kó máa jẹ ni ó lè fẹ́ ni kankan gbàrà wọ̀ òkìkí tó fẹ́ gbà ní this time around ó ti há ẹ lọ́rùn ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣí ìgbà tí Barrister tó kú ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣí sígbà yìí máa jó lọ mò ń wẹ̀ yẹn ọlọ́run ọba o mi ò tó bínú ẹ gbà o àní rí bínú ọlọ́run gbogbo ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ẹ̀yin bàbá mi tẹ́ wà lójú fọ́nrán mo kí yín mo kẹ́lá ẹ kálẹ́ mo kí yín ní kí ọlá mo kí yín ní kí ọlá mo wá dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ kọ́mẹ́ǹtì sórí YouTube lánàá èyí tá a ṣe lánàá tá a gbé sórí YouTube oh my God ẹ bá mi lọ sórí YouTube page mi ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi subscribe síbẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ fi comment síbẹ̀ gbogbo yín ni mo dá lóhùn ní kọ̀ọ̀kan mo really appreciate gbogbo yín pátápátá ẹ mọ̀ wípé òtítọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ní nǹkan tí mo sọ and my analysis mi ó wà accurate mo appreciate gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí YouTube fún comment yín lórí program tí a ṣe lánàá àárẹ̀tì tèmi ó ń tẹ̀síwájú náà nìyẹn òun ló fún Barrister ní èèwọ̀ jẹ ikú tó pa Barrister wẹ̀ bí nǹkan bá ti dé a máa ń gbà fọlọ́hun ni tó bá ti di ọ̀rọ̀ múmìnì àti ní Islam a máa ń gbà fọlọ́hun ni pé bólúwa ṣe fẹ́ òun ló ṣe ṣe ọlá ẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n Wasiu òun ló ṣe kí ni òun ló fún Barrister ló fún ní èèwọ̀ jẹ ẹni ìwọ wo ló fún jẹ òun ló ṣe ọjọ́ ìbí fún Barrister tó dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé Barrister ò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣọjọ́ ìbí nítorí pé ó fẹ́ jẹ́ olórí olórin ó wá sẹ́ẹ̀tì kìíní yẹn ó sẹ́ẹ̀tì góòlù yẹn ó ṣe fún l'Amẹ́ríkà ó ṣe fún ní Canada ó ṣe fún ní London ó ṣà ń lọ ṣe birthday yẹn káàkiri tẹ́rù dẹ̀ ń pọ̀ bìbà tó ní pé ó bèsè lérí pé òun ṣe ọjọ́ òbí tẹ́ ẹ bá ń báyàn rìn ẹ máa fura tẹ́ ẹ bá ń báyàn sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ máa ṣọ́ nǹkan tẹ́ máa fi ṣe àpárá èmi bẹ́mi ṣe wà yèmí náà lè wọ̀ omi lè wọ̀ tèmi o omi lè wọ̀ tèmi omi ò gbọ́dọ̀ kàn mí lára èèwọ̀ tèmi nìyẹn tó bá ti rí mi ìwọ ṣáàdomi lù mí wàá mọ̀ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ló máa kú sí. níbi tí wọ́n wọnú dé Wasiu mọ̀ pé Barrister ò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣọjọ́ ìbí gbogbo wa pátápátá la gbọ́dọ̀ mọ àkọsẹ̀jayé ọmọ wa tá a bá wà mọ̀ ká wá ṣe ní mẹ́nu mọ́ ká má wá sọ pé a fẹ́ mú orogún lọ síbẹ̀ ẹ̀yin ọkọ wa tẹ́ máa ń mú orogún méjì lọ wo àkọsẹ̀jayé ọmọ ìrìn àjò ọmọ tí ẹ bá tẹ̀ déédéé pàdé èèyàn lójú títì tó bá sọ fún ẹ pé ǹjẹ́ o mọ̀ pé ọmọ tó gbé sára yìí ọmọ tó special ni ọmọ tí ò fẹ́ ariwo ni má sọ pé o fẹ́ ṣe ọjọ́ ìbí fún má sọ pé wọ́n ṣe kankan ní school ó wá ń pariwo gbùrùgbùrù ó ń dáná sínú ilé ayé ọmọ yẹn ni Barrister mọ̀ débẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn tó súnmọ́ Barrister náà mọ̀ pé yọtú Barrister wà pé ó fẹ́ ṣe fi ọjọ́ ìbí báyìí wàhálà máa ṣẹlẹ̀ òjò máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n nítorí pé màmá ẹ̀ kú màmá yẹn tó kú ló jẹ́ kí Wasiu kó ráyè fún Barrister ní ìwọ̀jẹ̀. Kò dẹ̀ sọ fún Barrister wípé òun fẹ́ ṣe ọjọ́ ìbí fún. Kẹ́ bá lè máa mọ̀ wípé òjò ẹ̀sìn tiẹ̀ náà ló ṣú yìí kó yá bọ́ sábẹ́ kó rin dìndín. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ nífẹ̀ẹ́ Wasiu, it's a choice. Ó ní àwọn orin ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan tèmi náà máa ń gbọ́, ṣùgbọ́n he himself as a person, I don't like the spirit in him, because ẹ̀mí pàyànpàyàn, ẹ̀mí abátèèyàn jẹ́, ẹ̀mí àgbà ògo ológo, òun ló wà lára ẹ̀. Ẹ̀mí ẹni báyìí ò gbọ́dọ̀ gbérí jù mí lọ. Ẹ̀mí ẹni báyìí kò gbọ́dọ̀ níláárí níbi tí mo bá wà. Ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ mi kò gbọ́dọ̀ ní aṣọ pé méjì. Ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ mi kò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ ẹran méjì nínú ọbẹ̀. Ẹ̀mí tó wà lára ẹ̀ nìyẹn. Ó dẹ̀ tún wá ṣe kíni akágàn ni. Ó tún háwọ́. Gbogbo àwọn obìnrin tẹ́ ẹ rò pé bóyá òun ló náwó fún àwọn náà ń kó tọwọ́ wọn sílẹ̀. Tó bá gbowó ọwọ́ wọn tán á tún gbà láfíà ara wọn. Àwa sọ wọn nù. Emmanuela, when I was telling you to go back to your children and your husband, what has happened to you now? Ó tún ti he ẹlòmíì. Ẹ rò pé fẹ́ ló fi ń fẹ́ yín, kò fẹ́ yín, ohun tó wà lára yín. Ṣé ẹ rí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ọmọbìnrin yẹn? Ó dẹ̀ pé mo ti fi fọ́tò ọmọbìnrin yẹn àti ti Emmanuela, ọmọbìnrin yẹn òun àti Emmanuela wọ́n jọ mọ̀látò ni. This particular pilot of a lady. Wọ́n jọ mọ̀látò ni. Bó ṣe rí ọmọbìnrin yẹn báyìí, ọ̀rọ̀ Emmanuela strike here. Ló ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn di wàhálà. Ló ṣe sọ di ìjà. Ló ṣe sọ di ó lùsí senses ẹ̀. Ta ló mọ nǹkan tó ti ṣe sí Emmanuela? Ti flash ẹ̀ wá flash kọjá. Ẹ lọ sínú ẹ̀mí, ẹ má lọ sínú ara. Ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀mí là ń sọ bí báyìí kì í ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ ara. Bó ṣe rí ọmọbìnrin yẹn, tí ọmọbìnrin yẹn pọ́n tọ̀tọ̀tọ̀tọ̀tọ̀tọ̀tọ̀tọ̀ bí tọ́kí tán ti fi kíní àwọn Haúsá yẹn tán ti fi pa tọ̀tọ̀tọ̀tọ̀tọ̀tọ̀tọ̀tọ̀. Image Emmanuela ó kọjá níwájú ẹ̀ gàràrà. Ọlọ́run ló mọ nǹkan tó ṣe sí ọmọbìnrin yẹn tó wá rí ní ara this very lady pilot. Òun ló yẹ fọ́tò ẹ̀ lẹ́ ń wò yẹn. Tone ni wọ́n fi jọra, wọ́n fi tone jọra wọn gan. Kind of a little bit facially. Emmanuela, ó ti lò wọ́n náà tán, wọ́n náà ti di korofo. Jẹ́ ká update ara wa lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Alhaji Wasiu Ayinde. Ẹni tó sọ pé kò sírú òun lágbàáyé. Aviation Minister Festus Keyamo slams K1 pilots, both pilot and K1. And he says, quote, "Your action amounts to temporary loss of sanity and control." End quote. End quote. Quote, end quote. The incident involving Value Jet and Guam 1. This is the aviation minister that is speaking here. I have received reports from all the relevant aviation agencies regarding the altercation between the staff and crew of Value Jet and Guam 1 at the Àsìkò International Airport, Abuja, on Tuesday, August 7th, 2025. The incident happened on the 5th. He received the first batch of, information on the 7th. I have also received video footage of the incident, which I will show us later, and the interview by which channel I will show us some part of it, if not in full. From all the details so far received, my preliminary impression is that it was obviously a case of temporary loss of sanity and control. Yes, on both sides, which could have led to serious fatalities. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni bàbá mi ẹni tó bá ní kò sírú ẹ sọ fún pé irọ́ ló ń pa irú ẹ̀dá wa o. Irú Olúwa ni ò sí irú irú ẹ̀dá wa. Ẹ̀dá ẹ má rẹ̀dá ọmọ Fábíyì adáfúnjà ìgbéraga jágajàga èyí tún fi ti yín kó mo láìkí jàgà Johnson lẹ́yìn tún gbé wọlé. God bless you rẹpẹtẹ for me. We continue. Contrary to what the agents of Guam 1 has said, he constantly moved his position. He constantly moved his position on the tarmac to actually block the aircraft from taxiing to take position on the runway to take off. This is totally unacceptable behavior. The issue of whether he was carrying water or alcohol is not even the issue at this point. It is the physical blockage of the aircraft from the taxiing that is the reprehensible conduct here, which akin to a hostage situation. Hold your at àwọn tó wà nínú plane at ransom. They became your hostage. Mr. Wonderful. Mr. I'm the only one. Ó tún sọ jáde. Mo tún ní fídíò kan tó tún ti sọ jáde pé ó tún lérí. Kí ni ó kù tí ó ṣe? Kí ni ó kù tí ó ṣe? Àyìndé tó bẹ́ lórí tó tún jẹ ẹnu wúyẹ́. Kí ni ó kù tí ìgbéraga yìí náà ni? Ẹ bá mi share kíní ìdánù kó dàbí gbúgbúrú. God bless me, God bless you. It's a weekend. Saturday olóyin mọ́mọ́. Kéèyàn máa hold èèyàn at ransom inside the plane. People were already in the plane. You are a hijacker. Yes. But I was you. You are a terrorist. Terrorists behave the way you behaved. Ó lose his senses. Man, you get it. But what caused it? Òun ni mo ti sọ fún yín. Bó ṣe rí ọmọbìnrin yẹn, wèrè yẹn gún ní straight pé yé. Emmanuela nìyí. Arábìnrin Emmanuela kílẹ̀ yìí náà fi pàdé tẹ́ gbé fún bàbá jẹ. Olórí burúkú pàdé wèrè lọ́nà. The actual video footage showing this recalcitrant behavior is hereby attached. I will show you. On the other hand, no amount of provocation should make the captain and the pilot of an aircraft begin to taxi without ensuring that the security personnel have safely moved an unruly passenger away that is standing in front of an aircraft. I love this man. This man you are seeing. Ó ti dóbò kan yé mọ́já. Ó lọ ganu sí ní támákì. Ó dẹ̀ ga eléyìí tó ga yìí ó lè kú ìjà ọ̀rẹ́. You know, mo máa ń like pé tí èèyàn bá When you want to settle an issue, a situation, you don't need to be biased, because we are talking about hundreds of people's lives here. Ẹni bí àwọn onírahun he bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n jọ pàdé ra wọn ni Mr. Nwo Bodo ó pàdé Lady Nwo Kodo wàhálà wá ṣẹlẹ̀. So the man, you know, this man you are seeing there on your left hand side, he's saying 100% the truth. But spiritual aspect of it ni mo ti sọ fún wa yẹn. What made Wasiu hate this lady so much? Resemblance yẹn ni. And Wasiu ò lè stand pé kí òun máa sọ̀rọ̀ kẹ́nìyàn dáhùn lóhùn. And ẹni yìí iṣẹ́ tó nǹkan tó lọ sílé ìwé fún ni. Life àwọn èèyàn ó wà ní ọwọ́ ẹ̀. Ìwọ ò lè kó wọ́nranwọ̀nran tiẹ̀ kó wá fẹ́ kó báyàn because you are Mr. Mashanshwet. Bá ṣe máa ń pè nílùú wa. Mashanshwet. Tó bá pè yàn ní Mashanshwet, know that is something else. When a French person refers to you as Monsieur ou Madame Mashanshwet, it means that you are a non-entity. And I'm not taking that back. Mr. Fagboyu. Yes. Now that part is for the lady, which was the reason why her, you know, she's been suspended for, you know. But Nigeria lo ma lose. Yes, Nigeria lo ma lose. She happens to be a very wonderful and good pilot. But tó lọ pàdé ọ̀sìnwín ènìyàn at the wrong time. The man said both sides breach standard safety protocol as required by the International Civil Aviation Organization. Both of them. And who triggered it? It was Wasiu that triggered it. He is a bloody control freak. Power drunk, silly as you. He doesn't at all, sir. Èmi tí ẹ won't be by. Ó mọ̀ mí dáadáa. Torí mi pẹ̀lú àtijọ́ ní confrontation rí. Mo ti lọ mú ọmọbìnrin kúrò níwájú ẹ̀ tó ń jó. Oh, yes, he knows me very well. Nígbà yóò wá ṣeré ní Belgium bí báyìí ni. And the lady, either by this or by that, got herself stained. And people were laughing at her. Wọ́n ṣe fọwọ́ tọ́ mi, tán náwó. Kí ni gbogbo yín kí lẹ̀ ń rẹ́rìn sí? Òun kẹ́dẹ̀ sí wà carried away. Ìjó ló ń jó, ló ń náwó. Ìkan lára àwọn ọmọ Òṣòdì ni. Mo ní gbogbo wa la bí amọ̀ now. This is a young lady. Mo wá mú ìpele tó aṣọ mi. Mo wá lọ fi gbà. Mo mú kúrò níwájú Wasiu. Mo fèsì ẹ̀ báyìí ni. Ó ń sọ pé ó ń kanjú mọ́ mi báyìí ni mo ní eléyìí máa kúrò níbí. Mo ní ó máa padà wá. But bí mo ṣe wà yìí ó máa kúrò níbí báyìí. Mo wá sọ̀rọ̀ sọmọ ẹ létí, mo ní aṣọ ẹ ti rìn lẹ́yìn. Ó bẹ́ dànù tẹ̀lé mi ni. Wasiu mọ̀ mi dáadáa. Kò síbi tí èmi Olúwatóyìn ti máa dé that I will not leave my signature because God always send me on errand. And I'm proud of it. And I'm so fortunate and so loved by God that He always send me somewhere to save a situation. I'm talking of 90 something because mi fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn mọ ọdún tí mo dé ìlú òyìnbó. Àwọn kan tí mo ti fi ṣe, mo ti ní kan, mo ti fi ṣe kí ló ti ń pè nǹkan tá a ṣe. Kò sẹ́ni tó gẹ̀ẹ́tì ọdún tí mo dé ìlú òyìnbó. Ìlú òyìnbó ni mo ti kàwé. So ẹ lè máa deduct ọdún yẹn bọ̀ lẹ́yìn. Yes. Kò fẹ́ kéèyàn máa confront òun. Tó fi kúrò ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ báyìí, ó ranjú mọ́ mi, lèmi náà dẹ̀ ranjú mọ́ padà. Ojúkòrò ipò ojúkòrò jẹ. Because ọmọ yẹn ò padà lọ sórí stage on time until ìgbà tí mo sọ fún pé we have to find a solution. So I did my little best, and but she was no more free because gbogbo àwọn èèyàn ti fi rẹ́rìn, you know. It happens. Mo wá ní báwo ló ṣe ṣe, ó lóun ti ṣe tán. You know, sometimes when a woman is happy, bóyún ṣe máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ náà ni. Kì í ṣe pé because ológun àbí kinní kan. Ó lè jẹ́ pé when you are sad is when you will take in. Tí ovulation ẹ máa high. Ó ti parí nǹkan tó ń ṣe. Ó náà òun ti parí ní 2-3 days ago. But because she was so happy, you know, having fun, that thing came. Orí ìjókòó ni ibi tó ti rẹ́ ní pẹ̀lú àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ kàkàkàkàkà. Wọ́n ṣe ń dìde báyìí kò mọ̀ pé that is why when a lady is going out, you have to double protect yourself. Double protect yourself. Anything can happen. The same thing pẹ̀lú ọkùnrin. Àwọn ọkùnrin míì wọ́n mọ̀ pé rough parking ó máa ń jẹ́ kó look stupid. Ọkùnrin míì ò mọ̀ báwọn ṣe ń park ara wọn níwájú. It determines who you are. Not the size of your condo. No. It's not the size of your condo. Ẹlòmíì á kàn máa lọ́rọ̀ pé bóyá kíní ọmọkùnrin yẹn ló ń gbérí. No, but because nítorí pé ó ṣe rough parking, iwájú ló ṣe parking ẹ̀ sí, ó máa gbé lọ sísàlẹ̀ ni, á wà láàrin bus méjèèjì. And kò tiẹ̀ wá tó nísìn tó jẹ́ pé boxer shorts. But that boxer short, they have grades and varieties. If you know that you are endowed down there, you have to use the smaller one tó jẹ́ pé you will be able to pack it. Not ẹni tó jẹ́ pé kékeré táṣẹ́rẹ́ tọ́lọ́run fún ẹ ló fi ń ṣọpẹ́ tó jẹ́ pé o lè wọ anything tó máa lose. Ẹlòmíì á rò pé nítorí pé àwọn tí wà endowed tó ti kún yẹn, àwọn gbọ́dọ̀ wọ ètò tóbi. Bó bá ṣe tóbi sí ló ṣe máa jẹ́ pé size tó máa wọ̀ ó máa kéré so that a lè pack yẹn. But tó bá jẹ́ pé tó ló ni, o lè wọ̀, you are free. This is adult lecture. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n kúrò ńbẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ kí n padà wálé. Now, according to the chairman, he says, I have noted that the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, NCAA, has temporarily suspended the license of the captain and the pilots pending full investigation. I commend them for their proactive action. However, I have also questioned their sense of justice in one acting against one party and not the other party. What applies to the goose must also to the gander. Yeah, the condo was roughly packed. I think so. Lòun ló ṣe torí ọmọbìnrin yẹn báyìí engine kickstarting. I will not sit idly by and allow this to pass. In the circumstance, I have also directed the NCAA to place Guam 1 on a no-fly list pending further and full investigation, just like the captain and the pilots. All airlines, both domestic and international, should immediately be informed of this directive, and anyone who flouts this directive risk withdrawal of their operating license. That is talking about the pilot and the captain there. And as for Mr. Alagbara Mameru Babaole, he himself, we are coming there. Now, following the incident, the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, directed that the Fuji musician be placed on a no-fly list as well, describing his action as the airport as akin to a hostage situation. Ṣé ti gbọ́? Mr. Alagbara Mameru Babaole, wọ́n ní tẹ́ bá fẹ́ kú kẹ́ lọ dákú yín kú. Now, also the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority has petitioned the Attorney General of the federal government, Lateef Fagbemi, and the Inspector General of Police, Káyọ̀dé Ẹgbẹ́tókun. Mo like man yẹn, àwọn máa ń ṣiṣẹ́ wọn, wọ́n máa ń ṣe tààràtààrà ni. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? What happened? Counter mi, kí ló dé tó ń read, tó ń jump up and down. Ẹ káàbọ̀, ẹ máa padà bọ̀ o. To persecute the musician over the incident. Okay? However, some people believe the musician's relationship with President Bola Tinubu may shield him from being prosecuted. Your Excellency, sir, nǹkan tí mo sọ lánàá, òun ló ti ń jáde díẹ̀díẹ̀ yìí o. Ṣé mọ̀ pé a rí fọ́tò ẹ̀ yìí pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ nínú the same aṣọ, bóyá ọ̀dọ̀ yìí ló wá ti ń bọ̀. Tí nǹkan yẹn fi ṣẹlẹ̀, a rí fọ́tò yín ní orí tabloid lóríṣiríṣi káàkiri, pẹ̀lú aṣọ tó wọ̀ sọ́rùn, tó fi gbé flask sábíyá, tó fi lọ sọ pé plane ò ní lọ, tó lọ hijack plane. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti wá ń sọ sí wípé nítorí pé ó ní relationship pẹ̀lú yín, Your Excellency, the one and only P-Bat, ọmọ olódòdè, káùntì méjì àbí mẹ́ta ni wọ́n káùntì sí yín lọ́rùn wípé ẹ lè cover up this madness tí Wasiu tó hù níwà. Mind you, sir, ẹ má sin orí olórí káwòdì gbé ti yín lọ o. This has to do with public's life. Kòrókòró. And it's not only Nigerians ló máa wà nínú plane tí Wasiu hijack. Sherry, bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe rọra stay away, semi stay away lórí ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn NURTW tẹ́ ní kí MC àbúrò mi MC tẹ́ ní kó kúrò l'Ékòó kó máa bọ̀ ní Àbújá nítorí pé kinní kan apó tó máa pòrò kinní kan ò fúra gbọ̀n tí gbogbo wa tá a dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà, ọmọ Nàìjíríà rere ni gbogbo. Daddy, Your Excellency, you are sitting on a hot plate. That is number one. He's your godson. He's your bestie. Ẹjọ́ wà nínú ẹ má bò mọ́lẹ̀ o, bàbá. Ọmọ olódòdè ọmọ rọra hùwà ìwà lójú gbogbo ìwọ. Ọmọ rọra hùwà ìwà lójú gbogbo ìwọ. Lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Wasiu Ayinde, bàbá mi ìwà lójú gbogbo ìwọ. ọmọ rọra dá sọ̀rọ̀ ìwọ lójú gbogbo ìwọ pim. Ṣé rántí pé nígbà tí ìyá ẹ̀ kú tẹ́ pé ńṣe ló gbé sí níbi tí ó tó jẹ́ pé ọpọlọ ẹ̀ ó ti sún sí pàkọ́, ó ṣe kí ni ó gbé sí kí náà ti ń pè járe, ó gbé tẹlifóònù sí free, gbogbo ayé ló ń gbọ́ pẹ́yìn ilẹ̀ ń bá sọ̀rọ̀, puffing up, using you to slap people's faces. Èmi kẹ̀, mo ń bá president sọ̀rọ̀. That is how to know that is an educated illiterate. Pure educated illiterate. Ó bá ẹ̀yin ènìyàn rìn, ṣùgbọ́n kò mú nǹkan kan lára yín. Ìwà àfẹ́mí èmi ni mo wà ńbẹ̀, èmi ni mo wà ńbẹ̀. Ó dẹ̀ máa fi kó bá gbogbo yín nù. Baba, please stay away from Wasiu's issue and people for now. My advice to you. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé mo sọ fún yín wípé ẹni mẹ́sẹ̀jì lọ́wọ́ mi, bàbá? Ó ń yọ ẹsẹ̀ síta lọ́tún lósì, mẹ́sẹ̀jì yín ṣì wà ńbẹ̀ o. Ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo wọn báyìí, gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí ni mẹ́sẹ̀jì tó wà lọ́wọ́ mi ló ń fara gbá lójoojúmọ́. Your Excellency, sir. Meanwhile, another point, táwọn èèyàn tún wọ́n point out, sir, Your Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, this Wasiu Ayinde, the Fuji musician, is liable to life imprisonment if prosecuted and found liable for the allegation leveled against him by the Aviation Minister. Sir, stay clear of. Your Excellency, stay clear of. Are you the one that sent him there to go and misbehave? No. Should this thing be covered up, you will be the one to pay dearly for it, sir. Forget about being the president of Nigeria. It has gone international. And you know the situation of Nigeria and the international community, sir. Now, according to Section 83 of the Civil Aviation Act 2022, anybody who attempts, seizes or exercises control of an aircraft using intimidation or threats has committed an offense called hijacking. And the punishment is, if guilty, is liable to at least 25 million naira fine, as well as life imprisonment. Oh, yeah. Because life àwọn kan lè fi ta ni Wasiu fi ta kite yẹn. Ìgbésí ilé ayé wọn ló fi ta kite yẹn. Health wọn ló fi ta kite. Because gbogbo wọn ní fúnpá wọn ti máa ga sókè. Ẹlòmíì tó lóyún sínú nígbà tó bá rí pé wàhálà ń ṣẹlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú plane. Tá dẹ̀ mọ̀ nǹkan tí wọ́n fi plane ṣe. Ó lè fall into forced labor. Tọ́mọ bá dẹ̀ jáde lójijì ọmọ lè kú. Ẹni tó ní pacemaker tó jẹ́ pé òun ló fi ń support heart ẹ̀. Ó lè raise high kó páì. We are talking about international issues here. This is an international issue. It does not only concern Nigeria. Your Excellency, I know you know what I'm talking about. You've been all around the world. And you know what that means. Hijacking a plane. Now, also why the musician has denied that the flask he was carrying that day contained alcohol, as insinuated by the NCAA, the law on anyone carrying a liquid substance on an aircraft is very, very clear. You cannot bring in any liquid. If you buy things at the duty free, they will spin everything up with a receipt. It's going to be sealed. You cannot open it until you get to your destination. But he brought his own from outside. Now, on the carriage of liquid, aerosol, spray is what is called aerosol, and gels on an aircraft, the law states that it must be in a container. You know, I mentioned that yesterday. In a container not bigger than 100 milliliter. 100 milliliter. Which must then be put inside a transparent bag that must be submitted for screening and approval of cabin crew. Meanwhile, the pilots, Captain Oluranti Ogoyi, and the co-pilots, First Officer Ivan Oloba, who flew the value jet aircraft, are also liable to a fine or prison term or both if found guilty of causing or taking an action that can cause danger to any person or property. So this lady was doing her job. Her co-workers, yeah, they were doing their jobs. Your Excellency, you know everything. You cannot patch Wasiu up. Should you do so, we expect what Nigerians will do. Ẹni tó fẹ́ sùn tó tún fẹ́ lọ tó tún mú epo tó fẹ́ máa fi para nìyẹn o, sir. And now, according to Section 81, Civil Aviation Act 22, where an aircraft is operated in such a way that can cause danger to any person or property, whoever is the pilot, whoever is the pilot of that aircraft and any responsible for the safety of the aircraft commits an offense, and he's liable to a fine of at least 2 million or 2 years imprisonment or both. We are talking about international issues here. Your Excellency, you cannot cover this up. You cannot cover Wasiu. Irrespective, no matter whatever business both of you have as pali. This is an international issue here. Now, your stupid daughter, like father, like son, like father, Damilola Wasiu, your daughter, reacted after reports emerged that on the lady who flew the plane that had an altercation with her dad had been suspended. Damilola says the pilot is a killer. Take that word. What has she done to kill? Did she make any attempt on your father or contrary? That you call yourself a lawyer. Tagging somebody who is trying to save lives, a killer, in an open broad daylight. Damilola, your chamber, the chamber you are working with, must be closed down. Omo Wasiu, the chamber you are working with must be closed down for calling somebody who is trying her maximum best to secure lives, because she doesn't know what your father was carrying in his flask, and you call this lady a killer pilot and an angry bird. What? Does she know your father before now? Stupid you, girl. Hear yourself talk. So you are defending your father at the expense of hundreds of people's lives. Nobody knows what was in your father's flask because your father refused to let it go or to empty it. And the next thing he did was to splash it on the pilot and her crew. And you call yourself a lawyer. Which school did you graduate from? Who signed you out to go out and be practicing? Silly girl. You are as senseless as your father. Arrogance, pomposity runs in your blood just like your father. You are not. Your number 6 is dead. Your number 7 is not even alive at all. See, come and see your father. Kẹ́rí bó ṣe ń gbọ̀n. Kẹ́rí bó ṣe ń fa fìlà. Kẹ́rí ṣẹ̀rẹ̀sẹ̀. Ṣé èèyàn lélẹ̀? Ṣé ẹni tí ẹ̀yin èèyàn tẹ́ ń kúlé lórí lélẹ̀? Ogun ẹ̀ ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ lára yín, àwa kan dẹ̀ wà. She's an arrogant bitch. A senseless idiot. Wọ́n ní bàbá ẹ̀ ó gbé life hundreds of people on scale, hijacking the plane that the plane will not take off, standing in front of the plane. And here you are calling the pilot a killer pilot. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọjà ti bọ́ọ̀sì sí nínú ló ṣe ń fọwọ́ ponú papọ̀. Ó ti gbé nǹkan lura. Ẹsẹ̀ wá ń tà sílẹ̀. Èmi ò mọ nǹkan tẹ́ rí lára Wasiu. Iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe fún yín ló ń dáhùn lára yín. ẹlòmíì tó bá ti gbọ́ Wasiu wọ́n máa fò sókè iná wa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní pariwo mo kàn máa ń wo ẹlòmíì ní ijó lẹ́ǹjó lísì sí ohun tó ń sọ mọ̀ pé ó máa ń pọ̀fọ̀ ó máa ń pògèdè ni. bẹ́ẹ̀ ni dádì mi Egungun be careful na express this girl dey go she doesn't know that she's on the express road. Now, somebody says something very interesting in one of the articles I found on this case. Says that it is not just about K1 or a flask. It's about who we become when pride permits power. When pride meets power, sorry. Yes, when pride meets power, you misbehave. Okay, let me quickly read this to you. Let's step away from the noise. Forget the flask, forget the pilot, forget the celebrity. Let's talk about us, we human beings, in this world where emotions, ego, and status collide daily in damaging ways. Yes, emotions, ego, status, tó bá forí gbárí báyìí gbogbo nǹkan dàrú lọ ni. Last Tuesday at Abuja airport, K1 was denied entry onto a value jet flight after insisting on carrying a flask on board. One he claimed containing water or medicine. The pilot, Captain Oluranti, stood her ground and refused him. The results: a standoff, allegation, suspension, 6-month flight ban, national drama. But the real story here isn't about aviation rules or celebrities' rights. It's about the chemistry of pride and how our failure to master our emotions is silently causing us influence, indignity, and even safety. Yeah. When pride meets ego and rights, kasala go always burst. Now, the emotional dynamics no one is talking about is this. K1, a cultural icon, sees himself not just as a man, but as a system. Nobody can touch. Nobody can change. It must remain so. His music moved crowds. His name opened certain doors, but not the door to my own house. He's a symbol, but not a symbol to Yoruba pride. If you want to know a good musician, go and listen to Korede. I love him to bits. Saidi Òṣùpá. Tó bá ń sọ̀rọ̀, you will know that that is the pride of Yoruba when it comes to music, when it comes to jaye music. Saidi Òṣùpá, mo gbé fún ọmọ Twali. He has money, yes. Wasiu has money, but is it a clean money? That one is his own problem. He's very close to political power. So, when the pilot says no, it hits him more than protocol. It hits his ego. That who is this lady that dare says no to me. That was the reason why he says, do you know who I am? Do you know who you are talking to? Saheed Òṣùpá olórin nìyẹn, Sidon P, ọmọ tó ta lẹ́nu, tó bá sọ̀rọ̀, tó gbogbo nǹkan tó fẹ́ tó tẹ́ bá gbọ́ orin ẹ̀, life yẹn máa change. Kò sí àwo kan tó ṣe tí ẹ ní rí nǹkan kan mú jáde ńbẹ̀. Bí ìyàwó ṣe lè ṣe pẹ̀lú ọkọ, bọ́kọ ṣe lè ṣe pẹ̀lú ìyàwó, bó ṣe lè ṣe pẹ̀lú ọmọ, bó ṣe lè ṣe pẹ̀lú ẹbí, bó ṣe lè ṣe pẹ̀lú ará, gbogbo ẹ̀ ló máa wà níbẹ̀. Ẹ lọ kó àwọn records tó ti ṣe jáde. Even my baby, kó bí tiẹ̀ kí n máa bá wọn tọ́ wọn lọ ní rẹpẹtẹ. My last born, Ọláyínká mi, she loves Saheed Òṣùpá to beat at the age of 2. Àwọn nǹkan tọ́mọ mi fi kọ́ Yorùbá sọ nìyẹn. Orin Saheed Òṣùpá ó pẹ̀lú àwọn orin tí ó kọ́ ọmọ mi ní bọ́n ṣe ń sọ ẹ̀nà, bọ́n ṣe ń pa òwe, ọmọ tí mo bí sílùú òyìnbó. Kò jọ nonsense tí Wasiu tó máa pariwo, tó máa repeat the same, tó máa pa gbogbo ẹ̀ gàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgàgà It doesn't make sense to me. Nígbà tí Wasiu sì kọ àwọn orin tó sì kọ nígbà tó sì ń wá ojú rere Ọlọ́run, àwọn ìgbà yẹn ló ti kọrin tó make sense. Lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn tó ti lè lọ tójú bọ nǹkan burúkú. Kó dẹ̀ máa fèèyàn ṣe adérọ́pò lóko. Ọmọ Olúwa ẹ̀hún kí ti gbé o. Bàbá mi lè ti ṣeré ọlọ́fin mo lè gbére o. A máa júṣe o. Ilé wọ́. Captain Oluranti, daughter of a former senator. That is the captain. Now you see power and ego fighting here. Power, position, and ego. Ego belongs to Wasiu. Captain Oluranti's daughter of a former senator. She's not just a pilot. This lady here, she's not just an ordinary pilot. She's a lady of timber and caliber. She's a highly educated, rule-bound professional in a male domain, male-dominated area. Okay? She's had to work twice as hard to earn that place she's sitting, she's holding now, and you want her to play with it because you are called Wasiu Ayinde Olorin. Now, her instincts she can never allow anybody to intimidate her because of the position she's holding. She must never, not even by you, Wasiu, not even by any musician for that matter. What you did, Wasiu, it shows that you are nothing but Omogarawa. Do you think if it happened to be Chief Ebenezer Obey, Ayefele, King Sunny Ade, Omalade Niyi, even all these young artists, they will never behave like an idiot like you as you did. They will never ridicule themselves. They will never want to prove that they are something. Ẹni tí ò bá jẹ́ nǹkankan ló máa sọ pé ṣó o mọ̀ mí ni èmi lágbájá. Mo máa sọ fún àwọn èèyàn, but some people don't get me. Tí mo bá ń bá àwọn ọmọ Ọ̀ṣọ́fà, tí mo bá ń bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀, I want them to develop their own name, their own title. People can know them by. Ọmọ Bátúlà ni mí. Ọmọ Ọlọ́fin Àgbòdè láti Ṣẹ̀rẹ̀ Ọlọ́fin. I'm a blue blood, royal blood. Akọdákọ lọ́nà mẹ́ta. But I develop myself. Mo sọ́ra mi nù, mo ríra mi he. Mo wá develop orúkọ yẹn. Olúwa wá ṣe kíni. Olúwa wá fún mi lórúkọ yẹn. Orúkọ yẹn wá ń dàgbà. Débi wípé Ọbátúlà yẹn gan. Tọ́ba kọ́ tó ṣe rántí pé mo ní mò ń jẹ́ Ọbátúlà. Wọ́n tó kọ́ mi tó ń jẹ́ ọlọ́mọ plenty. Ìwà mi, ìṣe mi ló jẹ́ pé kí Olúwa kó kọwọ́ sí èèyàn lẹ́nu nítorí pé ìwà tí mo hù sí. Ló ní, màmá, kò gbogbo wa jọ sínú ilé bíbá kìnìkan a máa pè yín ní ọlọ́mọ yọyọ. I turned it to ọlọ́mọ plenty because people started using it as pé bóyá oníṣègùn ni mí, ẹjọ́ o, yèyé o, gbàdúrà ṣàánú àwa náà o, iṣẹ́ wo la máa ṣe o, lọ́mọ o, yèyé o, kíni torí pé ọlọ́mọ yọyọ yẹn ti wà ńbẹ̀. Kí ni máa ṣe sí kíní yìí o? Adẹ̀ ní kí ni mo lè pè ní yọyọ? Nǹkan tó pọ̀, plenty. Bó ṣe di plenty ni ọlọ́mọ yọyọ ló di ọlọ́mọ plenty. Nǹkan tí mò ń sọ fún àwọn ọmọ Ọ̀ṣọ́fà nìyẹn. Ṣùgbọ́n tí wọn ò fẹ́ gbọ́ tó yẹ pé ẹṣin Ọ̀ṣọ́fà nìkan ni wọ́n fẹ́ máa gùn nílé ayé wọn. Torúkọ Ọ̀ṣọ́fà ò bá sí mọ́ níbi tó ti lọ sọ́nù dé sìn. Mo wá fẹ́ wò who will recognize them. Bí mo ṣe wà ikọ́ tó pè mí ní ọmọ Bátúlà àbí kọ́ tó pè mí láwòrì, wọ́n á kọ́ sọ pé ọlọ́mọ plenty. Béèyàn mẹ́wàá bá dúró, at least màá rí èèyàn mẹ́rin tó máa sọ pé ọlọ́mọ plenty, mo mọ orúkọ yẹn. This is a lady tó ṣiṣẹ́ láàrin àwọn ọkùnrin tó jà fitafita tó kàwé 10 times to beat them to become a pilot. It's not a joking matter. Ìwọ akọrin lásán. O wá ń bèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé do you know who I am? Nítorí pé kíni? Nítorí pé o ti link mọ́ PBAT. Bàbá, ọmọ olódòdẹ, ẹ jẹ́ yá ṣọ́ra ẹ má ẹ̀kọ́ ọlọ́ṣẹ́kọ́ṣẹ́ ni Wasiu. Let's pause here. I love this person's write-up. 2 people, both symbols, both intelligent, both powerful, and both failed one thing, emotional intelligence. Who started it? Wasiu. Because of pride. Bẹ́ẹ̀rẹ̀ bàbá mi kì í ti gbé ẹ má o ẹ kálẹ́ sà èmi nìyẹn o ẹ ṣé sà mo appreciate bàbá mi bless you. So when emotions override reasoning, status becomes a weapon. It's no more a gift. It becomes a weapon. When your emotion, once it overrides your sense of reasoning, it becomes a weapon of destruction. It can be a self-destruction or destruction to destroy people around you. You need to be very, very careful. It's no more a gift. And when pride hijacks your perspective, everything every disagreement feels like disrespect. Because this lady disagree with you to bring in a flask with a liquid inside the plane. You turn it to she was disrespecting you, and you believe you've forgotten that your life was in her palm, still in her palm, until everybody on board. Off board, about the shape, get out of the plane. Toba she wà lókè. You have to give her the respect, maximum respect, because your life, she and her co-pilots and the crew, your life depend on how they manage their mentality. That is why you don't have to trigger them. You don't have to make them angry. That is why they go for special lecture on how to handle situation. No matter the situation, they must be in control of their sanity. Once they are up there, you will never see an air hostess that will panic. Instead, they might even be stroking you. Oh, don't worry, everything will be okay. The pilot and the co-pilot, they are in control. Everything is fine. Just relax. Do you need water? Do you need pillow? Do you need blankets? But you fool, Wasiu, you disorganized that lady's, emotion that day, and you expect her not to give it back to you? Come to me. That was just what happened. It wasn't the flask. It was we all need to reflect on what this person just said and the consequences of this rubbish Wasiu caused. Now he has at least minimum of 6 months ban, which is being changed to indefinite. Captain Oluranti herself got suspended. Her career is under scrutiny, which she will pass with, red flag. And should Nigerian aviation says no, she's not going to because she was rude to Wasiu or something, Nigeria will lose one of the best pilots. They are waiting for her outside already to take her with all more than 10 times benefits. Wasiu Arungunye. A near-miss situation emerged on the runaway. People could not have, people could have died. What made Wasiu to go and stand? When you are in the aircraft, you cannot see any to one the buy. Aircraft is different from a car. It's different from even when you are in a trolley, truck. Ẹni tó wà níwájú gangan, you cannot see ẹni tó wà níwájú àfi tó bá bọ́lẹ̀ ló máa mọ̀ pé èèyàn wà níwájú. Ẹni tó wà nínú pilot and the co-pilot, they cannot see ẹni tó wà níwájú plane. Line tí wọ́n fẹ́ tó máa sáré lọ láti lọ move lọ sókè yẹn nìkan ló ń rí, kò rí nǹkankan tó wà níwájú like this, and Wasiu was standing like this close to the wing. What do you expect that lady to do? She has her time, because tí ò bá gbéra ní time yẹn ó máa delay because the same route tó fẹ́ gbà lórí òfurufú yẹn another flight ó lè cross ìfẹ́ kọjá á wá lọ collide lókè because wọ́n ti fún ní time ẹ̀. Ó mọ time tó máa gbàbí kan kọjá kò kìí ṣe pé mọ́tò tó máa sọ pé wọ́n fẹ́ slow wọ́n máa ṣe slow motion. It's already set. Ó dìgbà tó bá dé ibi tó ń lọ tó bá ti ń descend tó ti calculate gbogbo ẹ̀ síbẹ̀ nìkan. Ẹ rí pé tí plane bá kọ́ land gbẹgbẹgbẹ ó máa sọ fọ́rọ̀ lọ kó tó ṣe dúró. And you fool. Ada fún ẹja rí ọkọ mi. Ọmọ mi ti sáyẹ̀nsì ó ní All this happened because why two grown influential adults couldn't de-escalate a simple misunderstanding. We cannot call it two adults. It's the Wasiu that is the fool here. Old fool. Ọmọ yín obìnrin yẹn ó lè jẹ́ àbúrò ẹ̀. Tó bá yẹ pé ọmọ ìyá ẹ̀ ni ṣé wà ní kíkàrí ẹ̀ kó bàjẹ́ nígbà tí gbogbo àwọn obìnrin tó ń lọ balẹ̀ tètè òun balẹ̀ ayé wọn jẹ́ ni. So tó bá ti rí ọmọ ẹni tó gbobìnrin tó bá ti ní lárí níwájú ẹ̀ báyìí ó máa di conversion fún ẹni. It's not a win-win. What has happened now is no more a win-win case. It's a case study to each and every one of us. What happened when pride goes unchecked and emotional intelligence is absent, no matter your age, title, or tribe? What this incident teaches us: fame does not excuse arrogance. Education does not guarantee emotional maturity. Power does not replace wisdom. Leadership is not shown in how loud you talk, but how well you listen, even when you don't agree. Let us all stop acting like being right. Being right gives us the license to be reckless. No, let us normalize the fact that calm is a superpower. He misbehaved big time. God bless you. Alakoba buruku ni. You can't win every argument. You just need to win your peace. We need a society that teaches emotional literacy and seriously as we teach financial literacy. Now to all our leaders, the influential ones. Whether you are a singer, pilot, imam, governor, or CEO, if you cannot manage your emotions, you will eventually manage a scandal. We don't need more pride people in power. Yeah. We need emotionally intelligent role model who know when to step back, when to apologize. A simple sorry could have solved all this problem. But Wasiu, being who he is, arrogant, Mr. I know them all in politics. I know the politicians. I know the bankers. Owó tó ní tó lè ná, inú ilé tó kọ́ tóbìnrin ò lè bẹ́ sùn mọ́jú, oúnjẹ tó lè jẹ pé kóbìnrin wá sè fún ẹ jẹ, ayé ẹ ṣùkẹ̀, Mr. Man. And you, ìwọ ọmọ, ó yẹ kó máa sunkún ni. Ẹni tó save life, tó fẹ́ save life bàbá ẹ, you are calling her a killer and an angry bird. You are a senseless girl. your license must be revoked. So we need emotionally intelligent role model who knows when to sit back, when to apologize, and when to let silence speak louder than ego. This is not about Wasiu Ayinde or Ranti Oluranti. This is about you, me, all, and all of us. Because every day, in marriages, boardrooms, friendship, churches, mosques, airports, we are reincarnating this same drama. And every time pride wins, something beautiful dies. Let this incident reform us, transform us, and wake us all up. Mind you, remember once again, when pride comes, then comes disgrace, which is what Wasiu is suffering now. International disgrace. You are all over the tabloids. Everybody is saying bad things about you. This time around, you are not winning anything. Oh, it's a paid time in Kotoshe fún Barrister to lo celebrate it all over the world. And you know, he must not be celebrated. Now, you yourself now, you are now at this on the same level, the same page of ridicule and insult all over the world. What goes around comes around. Proverb 11:12. And lower your wing, Mr. Man, to the believers who follow you. Al-Quran 26, verses 215. Emotional intelligence, grow space. #all. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I think we are going to continue part 3 tomorrow. Yeah, it's already 1 hour plus. Let us stop here. We are going to continue tomorrow. No, tomorrow is Sunday service. On Tuesday, on Monday. Yeah, on Monday we are going to continue. Let me make it 1 hour, 1 hour 30 minutes. Listen.
Constantly take water. Insist to me. Don't go with this. I said, here are my 2 words. I am a patient. I needed this water. Every second I needed it.
He's a liar. You need water every second. Wasiu, o ti purọ́ kú. Ẹ wò, sharing nǹkan tó ń sọ yìí. Wọ́n show ojú ẹ̀, but ohun ẹ̀ ni wọ́n interrogate ẹ̀ ni. I need this water every second. O ti purọ́ kú. O dẹ̀ ń bọ́ sórí stage. O ń kọrin 1 hour láì mú nǹkan kan. O dẹ̀ need the water every second. You are a liar. You are a monster. Àní ohun tó ṣe tí lè fi jó lọ́jọ́ sí òun náà ló ń jẹ yìí. Let us finish with this audio.
And the person. And he left. He went, he left me on the queue. And he went to Jesus Christ. They speak for some 2, 3, 4 minutes. And then when he says, you come back to this aircraft. If he said, are you fair? That was my first word to him. Are you fair? You're not fair. If you are fair, definitely you pick one thing out of it. That I am a patient. This is my water.
A patient.
National issue. That's what I say to you. If you believe in God, let them bring Bible, Quran. You swear.
Wasiu, ìwọ fẹ́ báyọ̀ fi Bible búra àbí Kùránì? Ó lo ṣì ní A+. Ayé èṣù kẹ̀. Are you sure? my days. Wasiu! Ah.
Don't worry, I said, don't bring it to a national issue. And he says, no, and the next thing, he instructed one person, don't let him go. I said, oh, is that the way you want it? If that's the way you want it, then nobody's going in. That's it.
You said nobody is going in to board the plane. How dare you? Because you are asked to empty your flask. You told the lady, from what you are saying, she should not make it a national issue because you know how wrong you were. But remember, people were already recording. CCTV wà níbẹ̀. And this flask to sọ pé we are going to continue on Monday by the grace of God. Tomorrow is Sunday. We have Sunday service. I have to stop, but let us finish.
That's the point. You're not gathering momentum. People are gathering. And I open this. I open this. And I put the content for space. I said, this is water. How can you embarrass me? Shoname, your boss, or Shoname on the street. In government, I guarantee you, Shoname in government. I said, don't embarrass your boss.
Don't embarrass your boss. I know Shoname in politics, and I'm going to show him. Listen very well, my people.
We will make this a national issue. If that's what you want.
It's okay.
My name is Wasiu Ayinde. Nobody just start with me and get away with it.
It's okay. It's okay.
Nobody.
Okay.
Because I didn't go to look for trouble.
Morning, sir.
I did not.
Okay.
I didn't bypass queue. I didn't jump queue. I didn't do anything. And the next thing I heard, you can't go on our flight.
Wow.
I don't want to go on that flight anymore in my life.
It's okay.
The Shoname will feel it. Will feel me.
It's okay.
Will feel me
It's okay.
in his business.
It's okay. Are you done, sir? Is that all that happened?
Sorry?
Is that all that happened?
That's it. That's the only thing that happened.
Shoname will feel you in his business.
Thank you. I've heard what you said, and
Shengbo. Shoname will feel him in his business. Ẹni tí ò ní di àárọ̀ ọ̀la tó lóun máa pààyàn lọ́sẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀. Do you know your faith? Do you know if you'll be able to wake up tomorrow morning? He held the whole world in his hands. He held the whole wide world in his hands. He held the whole world in his hands. He owned the whole world in his hands. Also, when you come and feel in politics. So you are not a musician. You've sold yourself out. You are a politician. Ibi tó dé bá Nigeria dé ní pẹ̀lú PBATs àti àwọn APC to be continued very, very soon. I remain your host, Olúwatóyìn Ọmọ́tádéṣe Ẹfúnṣayọ̀ Ọbátọ́lá láti Ṣẹ̀rẹ̀ Ọlọ́fẹ̀mọ́lẹ̀, aka Olomo Plenty. Now we all know you are not a musician. You are just using music to camouflage. You are a politician. You have shown yourself how you've turned Nigeria to zero, all in the name of music. Ẹjọ́ ṣe àpapọ̀ ni. Ẹjọ́ ń ba Nigeria jẹ́ ni. But you have no peace of mind, my darling Wasiu. You can't sleep well at nights. You can't eat and enjoy food. What a pity. pride, pride, pride shows and the downfall follows. You say that you have to drink water, but you stand on the stage singing without drinking water. You are nothing but a joke. He's not only the Baba Isale. He's in politics and they are using him for something. Your Excellency, sir, Wasiu just sold you out. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Wasiu just sold you out with his own mouth, out of pride and arrogancy. God bless each and every one of us. Have a lovely Sunday. I love you with the love of Christ. Be gentle. Be meek. Be nice to people. Ọlọ́run ọba nìkan ló ń jẹ́ ìmìnì. Gbogbo wa pátápátá àgùntàn pápá ẹ̀ ni wá. Tó bá wùn ó lè ní ká jí. Tó bá wùn ó lè ní ká má jí. Ta ni ìwọ tó ń sọ pé o máa fi ayé hàn ẹnìkan? Tọ́lọ́run bá fọ̀nà ọ̀run hàn ńkọ́? Ire o, àní kánjú kú. Àmín, àṣẹ Èdùmàrè.